What happened? What changed? The first thing I got you to write down was perspective. How you see your life is the first key. Who are you? And where are you in life? This is the first question I want to ask you. Even though the world can look at me, they can say, well, a guy having no arms and no legs, his potential is not unlimited, but limited. His potential, just because he has no arms and no legs, humanly speaking, in our logic, he's not going to be as successful as everybody else. Really? Why? Because of his disability. Really? What is a disability? Have you ever thought of that? A disability. I'll tell you what a disability is. Something that would hinder you to achieve something. Now, just because I have no arms and no legs, it doesn't mean that I can't be successful. It doesn't mean that I can't do a business degree like I've done, a Bachelor of Commerce in Financial Planning and Accounting. That didn't stop me. Then what really stops you? Your mind. The way you see your life and where you are going will determine how successful you will be in life. I could say, yeah, I'm a guy without arms and legs, but what? I have my little chicken drumstick. Don't ask yourself and see what you don't have, see what you do have, and then say, okay, this is where I am. But don't limit yourself to say, well, if only I had this, or if only I had that. You can think of all the things that you don't have, but I want to ask you, is that really constructive? No. Why? Because no one can turn back time. It's up to you with what you do with today. Your priorities, your daily agenda will determine how successful you are. You want to know something? I started to be thankful. Thankful? Why, Nick? How could you be thankful? My mum showed me a newspaper article of a young man who had a disability, not similar to mine, but it was also unexplained medically. And I thought, you know what? I'm not the only one with something to bear. But I'm telling you, this perspective is everything. Giving yourself enough credit. Write this down. Give yourself credit. Even if the whole world told me that, Nick, you have no arms and no legs, you're not good enough, you're not going to reach your fullest potential, and even if you do, it's not going to be compared to anybody else's potential because you have no arms and no legs. Even if the whole world has that discouragement on you or their view on you, you don't have to believe them. You get it? You don't have to believe others' opinions. Because it's just an opinion. If a doctor comes to you and says, hey, I'm sorry, you've got cancer. What are you going to do? Get a second opinion. Right? Why? Because you want to make sure that he's right. You want to know exactly how much you have to live and what's going on. Well, why not get a second opinion when people put you down? Why not get a second opinion when your family thinks you're dreaming? Tell him he's dreaming. I wouldn't change anything about this. I don't see this as a disability. I see it as a gift. Do you want to know why? It gives me the greatest joy to know that I may not have arms and legs, but I can give teenagers who are trying to commit suicide. I've seen it, slashing their wrists, taking pills, ODing, everything, because the world is looking for hope. And I wouldn't change a thing because I can give them that. This is just the beginning. I'm only 23. I'm only 23. First thing, be thankful. Know where you are. Now, when you establish where you are in life and who you are in life, and you give yourself a little bit of credit, do you know how I gave myself credit when I was 7 years old? Check this out. I just remembered this last week. Some people at school were teasing me for how I looked. I looked at myself in the mirror. I said, yep, I don't have arms and legs. They're right. But I said, look at my eyes. I told myself, look at your eyes. You got beautiful eyes, young man. I said, you are hot. I said, no one can take that away from you. Your eyes. If it's only your eyes that you can concentrate on, then concentrate on that. Do you get the message? If you find one positive thing about your life that no one can argue with, then hang on to that and go from there. Now, where are we going? Once you establish where you are and hang on to the positive things, the assets that you have, then expand on that. Stop thinking of what missed opportunities are out there, because then you'll miss more. Where are you going? Vision. Vision. What is your vision? Everybody here today has come to the conference so that you might be better equipped to live your life to its fullest potential in some way or another. Finances. Sure. Great. Wonderful. I have a business mind. I love trading options. You have no idea. It's one of my hobbies, but it's actually becoming a steady income for me. And I love it. And wherever your goal is, let it be. But let me tell you something scary about your fullest potential. The day you believe you reached your fullest potential is the day you haven't. Write that down. The day you believe you've reached your fullest potential is the day you have not. Because you still have today. You and I know that we can make choices to either better our life or put our life in a worse position. Where are you going? Is it big? Zig Ziglar says, hang your goals and dreams to the heavens, so if they miss, they're still up there with the stars. I'm dreaming big. You have visions. You have goals. I want to tell you something very exciting. I can tell you right now, I'm actually going on Oprah Winfrey's show. How awesome is that? She just doesn't know about it yet. Why not? The only limits I have in my life are the limits I put on me or on myself. I want to live a life with no limits. Visions beyond comprehension. Another vision I'll share with you. I'm going to be starring in a big screen cinema movie. It's going to inspire millions around the globe. No, we haven't started. No, we don't have cameramen. No, we don't have a script. But it's coming. Not in my time, but it's coming. I want it now, but it's coming. You want the diamond now, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. If you keep on going forward. It's simple. Really simple, right? See this phone? If I want to get to the phone's not going to move. The diamond's not going to come to you. You're going to go to the diamond. I'm going to go to the phone. It's going to come as long as I keep on moving forward in baby steps. It's not like I'm going to, start meditating and going hum and start floating, right? And then go across. No, I've got to go one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. Vision. Reaching your fullest potential. That's what I want. Isn't that what you want? Yes. Yes. But how lazy are we? How lazy are we? I'll tell you, I got the biggest vision. I'm writing a book called No Arms, No Legs, No Worries. I love that title. But the thing is, the book's not going to be written until I write it. Does that make sense? I have to write it. But not yet. Write this down. Do not put off the things that you can do today. Stop procrastinating. But with that, we're all guilty of that. If you're not guilty of that, you're special. Because I believe I'm guilty of it, and a lot of people are. I'm a procrastinator. But if that's what you value so much, you will automatically have that motivation. Well, I had that motivation, Nick. Nick, you wanted to write your book at age 19. I can tell you, yes, I did. 4 years have passed. I did 4 chapters. And then I read it, I'm like, that's crap. We're going to start again. I've got nothing now. But you know what I realized? Imagine if my book was written when I was 19. How much have I changed in the last 4 years? How much more do I know? How many more experiences will I be able to share with the world when we sell millions of copies of No Arms, No Legs and No Worries? There's a perfect time for everything. Not now, but it's coming.